Shed update. Doors are finished. They're only ever going to be manual now. I had envisaged on being able to have hydraulically opening and closing doors, but opened perfectly, didn't quite close so perfectly, so kind of figured that we'll keep it simple. That's also part of the door apparatus for locking the doors. Kind of gives you a rough idea of how dark it is in here now. But we did do a bit of rewiring. Wired up a sensor light above the PA door. And whilst I was at it, rewired the shed entirely. So we now have high bay lights, 2 in each bay of each side of the shed. They are slightly different varieties. I was going to go with 400 watt ones and alternate between each bay, but the Chinese eBay seller kind of messed it up and only sent 100 watt ones, which I'm still arguing over. So I decided, right, I'll just go with 100s and double them up. So I've got a few more from another seller, and consequently they are different lights and they happen to throw a little bit of a shadow, but they work. So anyway, so yes, the light up there is tied into the circuit for the new outside lights as well, the yard lights. So I've got the yard light up there, and I've also put a 100 watt light over the scales for the weighbridge up there. So they're on one circuit. I ran the wiring to the front of the shed for these lights so that I could have 2 switches there. This half of the shed you can turn on there, or you can turn on over there. This half you can turn on there, or I replaced the switch on the PA door at the back of the shed. Replaced the circuit there actually, because that was the light switch for the outside light for the generator shed. So I decided that I would make it now loop back into this wiring circuit for these lights. So if you come in there, you can turn it on there as well. New power point there. Got rid of all the power points that were here and the light switches. Apart from that, single phase one. The only circuit coming down now is the north shed lights, run through there and straight out into the switch box. Because the thought of having power points and light switches hidden behind hay bales didn't exactly sit that well with me from a fire perspective. Plus you just couldn't use the damn things, so what was the point of it? Even that one possibly needs moving one day. Whether I do it now or not remains to be seen. I might do it now. But for the time being, it's still there, so that's probably what I'll do next, move that. Can't see the point in it being there. All the power points for the north shed are on their own separate circuit, which is separate from the lighting. I had the power point at the weighbridge hooked in with the outside lighting and the PA door light. I've since separated it and ran another length of wiring because I thought, bugger it, I'll put a 15 amp power point up on the front wall as well. So that means that the south shed power points are all separate. Replace the outside light up here. The smaller version of the big yard one out there. Cleaned up this abortion of a wiring nightmare that was left here. Yes, that's what it all looked like. That was hooked into the top of this box. So what I've done is run that out through the wall, put another switch box outside with a weatherproof 15 amp power point in it for the silos, and I've run wiring for a big 32 amp single phase power point as well. So if you want to run an auger or something, your single phase electric motor, you can. It's already on. Cleaned out the gutters a bit while I was up there too. Open sesame. Single 15 amp weatherproof power point there. And when I get one, I'll probably finish wiring in the single phase one for there too. The old outside light. Now replaced with a 100 watt version of that one up on the front of the shed. That should help light up the yard and shine right into the hay shed there too. So a few things left to do, like I said, move that power point, which I'll probably do now. Patch some holes, and I do have to fix this back wall where the door is, bolt it down to the ground because for whatever reason it just flops around in the breeze. So that there needs, don't want to move now, but it needs bolting down because it was moving with the wind the other day. Might have expanded in the heat a bit or something. Anyway, needs a couple of Dynabolts shoved into it. So onto the doors. Yes, I've gone manual locking for all of the doors to stop the wind from buffeting them. I suppose you'd call that a deadbolt to stop them from over opening. Quite so easy to do one-handed. Bit of truck bump stop rubber. So that keeps them nice and taut when it's windy. So there we go, still got the 60-foot opening. It officially does hold a B-double fully loaded because I've had one in here 10 days ago, I suppose, and I literally had about, be lucky if it was 6 inches of space to clear. But clear it did, so that's all that matters. So yes, a couple of little things to do, tidy up the mess, and pretty much done. Oh, got this downpipe business to sort out at some point as well. Well, that took all of about 10 minutes, I suppose. So decided, yes, bugger it, I would move that. So it now exists there next to that PowerPoint. That way, when I am stacking hay there, I do not have anything behind the hay bales whatsoever. And if I ever need to use it and there is hay stacked there, you never got hay stacked right up against this wall, being sideways. So that is completely usable and wired up and ready to go.